Alright, everybody, let's talk about NewRule. It's been a very interesting turn of events. I'm very, very excited. I've got Andrea, or Andi as she prefers to be called, talk to her, and what we're going to do is set up where she's going to be an accountability partner for me and help me just stay on track. And I'm going to help her stay on track with her projects, which, as she's ready to release, I will let you know about. And also, I'm going to just pay her to assist me in some things, because she's much better at video editing, and there's just a lot of things that she can do really quickly that I know I can do, but it's so much work. So that I am very excited about, having her on board, and because honestly she's somebody I want to work with eventually as just part of the same company anyway, so it kind of works out really well. Alright, so as far as she goes, now I just need to flesh out exactly what tasks I need, what I can reasonably do myself, what I need help with, what things I can do, but it's more important that it gets done than I do it, so that's what I'm going to have to do. There's this thing called Eisenhower's box I read about, and it's things that are urgent and important. Urgent means they're time sensitive. Important is just like it's important that you do it. Things that are both of those are things you do right away. That's your next to-do list. Things that are urgent, so time sensitive, but it's not important that you do it, those things you delegate to someone else, and that's what I'm going to work on. And then there's also the flip of that, where it's important that you do it, but not time sensitive. Those are things you put on your calendar, and the things that are neither, you just get rid of, because you just can't sit there. It just builds up all this queue of junk, and it's not that important, obviously. So anyway, but maybe we can change that. Maybe I'll be able to reach out to an audience at some point. I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen, but that's what I'm working off right now. Yeah, so I'm going to figure all that out, and how much to pay her at the next meeting. Next week, I'm meeting with Kyle. Kyle's a social marketing guy. I don't remember if I said this in the last podcast, but he's very good at social marketing, social media. So I'm going to consult with him and compare my marketing strategy and plan versus what he thinks would be a good idea. See if he has any tips and tricks and ideas. And I'm also going to do a ton of research I discovered this guy named Seth Godin, one of the two. He's like one of the top people in social media marketing. It's according to Dave Ramsey on the EntreLeadership podcast. Oh, that's something else I want to talk about later. So I'm going to be doing a ton of that to prepare for the meeting, to push Kyle, to see what he knows, what he doesn't, what I can do, if I'm going to hire him, why? Prove to me that you're worth it, that you know a lot more than I can just research on Google. So I'm going to figure out if it's worth it to hire him, or just if I can get anything good out of the consulting trip. We'll see. Oh, got my first podcast coming up. Yes! About time. Okay, it's going to be with Dr. Kara, who is my chiropractor, and we're just going to sit down for hopefully 2.5 hours. I've got Andy, my friend who's going to be assisting me, and my friend Ray, who manages Three Citrus Catering. He's it's a really decent-sized catering company. He's kind of director of operations, kind of manages it. So it'd be really good to have someone who's really good at spotting bullshit and stuff like that, and asking good questions and being present and all that. And then Andrea, who knows a lot about nutrition and all these things, and as well as just a brilliant person, beautiful human being. They both are. So I think the three of us and Dr. Kara will make a really good podcast full of lots of great information, because that's what Dr. Kara is full of, and I want to give her a place to just lay it all out. Speaking of that, there are going to be videos where I'm going to sit there and give her a platform, video-wise. She gives lots of talks, and it's full of lots of information, so I want to let her just speak and let it go. I'm going to put together, hopefully, a good format with annotations and links, and it's going to be awesome. I'm really excited. Okay, that's about it. Moving on. Thanks. See you next time.